Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and over this past weekend, as a lot of you know who follow me on social media, we had to recently deal with Hurricane Harvey. And in the wake of that, we had to deal with a lot of flooding in Houston, which is only about 2 hours away from my house. And here in San Antonio, relatively, as far as the damage is concerned, it was no more than really any big storms. But with cities within an hour from us, as I stated in previous videos, they were hit a lot harder. People right close to us, and considering the proximity of how close the hurricane got to us in our city of San Antonio, I was very shocked that we basically came away unscathed. Until the aftermath, which is something that I touched on regarding the gasoline pseudo-crisis. And what I mean by that is we actually have a temporary, what I would like to call possibly a self-fulfilling prophecy. We had some news reports and a few gas stations kind of make social media posts stating that they were low and or worried about running out of gas. And that caused people all over Texas to start panicking. But here in San Antonio, people are still going crazy. Not all over the place. It looks like it is overall dying down quite a bit, but in very large sections of the city. And keep in mind, it's broken into these little crazy, like, small towns inside San Antonio. The town's built a little bit differently due to the fact that there are Walmarts and shopping malls all over the city, so people can kind of live in their own little bubble and never really have to explore multiple areas of the city. With that said, the area that we visited still was experiencing very, very, very long lines, and that was kind of concerning because a lot of my friends and some of the people I follow on social media are posting about seeing and witnessing people that are still filling up their gas tanks, and they are bringing gallons upon gallons. I mean, like filling up 50-60 gallons at a time. And I'm getting reports that all over the city, because of the slow moving production speeds from the oil rigs and the refineries, gas prices are jumping from 20 cents, but they're also seeing spikes of up to 80 to 85 cents in different places. Now overall, why that is concerning is due to the fact that we potentially are dealing with Hurricane Irma. It is a system that's way far out in the distance. This isn't designed to cause panic or anything like that, but if it does take any of the tracks that is projected to hit Florida, the Gulf Coast, the eastern seaboard, we are dealing with a hurricane that did billions upon billions of dollars damages, but it's also going to be affecting gas prices. But if this hurricane is a Category 5, Category 4, and makes landfall, it's going to be twice as devastating. And I want to reach out and share a couple news feeds that I found where the news people are actually telling citizens to have a plan and actually start prepping now, just in case. Have a plan, have a bug out plan, have an evacuation route, have supplies ready. And that's exactly what we do as preppers. So I want to share that with you, and then we'll jump to some interviews I did on the ground locally here in San Antonio to kind of get feedback from everyday people on how they feel and how the gas shortages, even if it's short term, is affecting them day to day.
Irma, rapid intensification, Category 2 hurricane. This will be a very dangerous storm, a Category 5 hurricane. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, and then perhaps moving into the Gulf of Mexico. That is a very dangerous hurricane right there, and it moves up towards the southeast. Okay, this is days ahead. This is next weekend. Eventually hit the East Coast, Florida, Gulf Coast, and then we are also watching the potential for a storm this weekend in the Gulf of Mexico that potentially could bring more rainfall to areas affected by Harvey. Listen to your local officials. Have a preparation plan.
A preparation plan.
Have a preparation plan. Know what to do if there's a hurricane near your area. Hurricane Irma, all eyes on Irma, and will be for the next several days. It has the potential to become one of the strongest storms we have seen. I think we could actually be up to a Cat 5 in the next 5 days. Here's the European model. This one has been very good, very reliable. Heading through Tuesday, watching the Lesser Antilles, certainly Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, and the Bahamas. But looks like this curves and comes very close to the southeast coast. Now, I am just saying, be prepared.
Be prepared.
Alright, so we're here at a local gas station, and we want to get his thoughts of how does this make you feel, like, with the gas shortage that we've been experiencing the past few days?
risk here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever run this low on gas.
Yeah. How is it affecting your ability for like your job and your daily commute, getting to and from work?
Yeah, actually, as a taxi driver, this is very difficult to me because it's like every day I need the gas because I drive about 200 miles a day.
Yes.
So that's make me need the gas every day. And this is very difficult to me.
Well, I hope you found those interviews and the news footage enlightening and interesting and hopefully informative. I found it very eye-opening that news stations are telling people who aren't preppers to be preppers and prepare. And I'm just thinking to myself, wow, we're not crazy. Well, it kind of brings a lot of justification to why you do, because sometimes when you're collecting gear for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, especially when you're a new prepper, you're kind of looking at it like, is this a viable thing? Am I just throwing away money? What am I doing? Is this the right decision? But when something like this happens, even if there are soft ripple effects, it does kind of, wow, okay, this does hit home. This does make sense. I'm glad I prepared. I'm glad I have extra gas. I have extra food. I have extra water. I have a bug out bag. I have plans. And I have ways to get myself out of these situations if I find myself in one. All in all, the message I'm trying to get across is we are in the aftermath stages and the beginnings of the recovery stage for places like Houston and other places in Texas, while we are dealing with higher gas prices and, at least in the short term, some self-made gas shortages. Even if our panic as a state, due to the fact of the things we kind of went through, caused us to do things like that. And we can't necessarily as a society be blamed. I know at an individual and localized level, people can blame other people and call people stupid and dumb and idiots and sheeple and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, when people are worried about their safety getting to work and everything like that, they do make choices that seem right at the time, even if it does make things worse. They just use their judgment, however good or bad that judgment is. It's just what they do. So I hope that everyone is having a safe weekend, and if you guys have any thoughts or opinions and you want to share any of your personal stories of things that you're having to deal with in your local area, whether it's high gas prices, any form of gas shortage, anything that you're noticing that it seems to be out of the ordinary, definitely drop down in the comments and share it with us and let us know what your experiences are. We'd love to hear what you have to say. But that's just about it for now, and if you guys enjoy these updates and these talks, definitely throw this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that just about does it for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.